Powering up.
Hey Bold, I'm Leah from Journey Church, and during the Bold 2019 conference, God worked with me with surrender and faith. So through all the different sessions and sermons and all that stuff, God showed me that the different dreams that I have for myself in this world, such as being friends with certain people, making a certain sports team, or whatever it might be, the joy I would get from those things cannot compare to the joy that God will give me from following after His dreams and chasing after the plans that He has set out for me. And chasing after God's dreams and God's plans for me will also bring me so much joy whenever I go to heaven, because the joy I will experience up there from chasing His dreams is far more than anything I can experience down here from chasing my dreams. So I had to have faith to be able to let go of my dreams and give that time and give that energy into God's dreams, and I had to have faith that He will fill those that empty time or whatever with greater things, His dreams. And all that. So kind of tying into that with like faith and surrender is surrendering all the negative emotions that I've had. So maybe it's like fear, anxiety, not feeling self-worth, whatever it is, and surrendering those negative emotions that I've received from the devil and giving them to God and letting Him fill them with feelings of hope and feelings of self-worth in His name. And so ever since I've surrendered those emotions and kind of walked in the truth that God loves me and I'm perfect through His eyes, my life has been so much better. My final thing to kind of tie this up with the whole surrender and faith thing was in worship. So I was kind of someone who would just sit there and mouth along to some of the words, kind of afraid to step out of my comfort zone and just worship Him. And one of the days, one of my friends, Hannah, from my church, came up to me and she heard a word from God telling me that I just need to kind of let go and it's totally fine to just worship His name, and no one's going to judge me, and He just wants to see me sitting there worshiping Him. And I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. So I went for it and I worshiped Him with all my heart, and I just was surrendering anything in that moment, and it was one of the best moments of my life. Ever since then, worship has been one of my favorite parts of the week. Worship at my Elevate youth group and at my normal church services. Worship has been one of the best parts of my week, and it's been a time I've been able to connect with God and remember the promise I made to Him at Bold 2019 to always be surrendering to Him. So because my friend took that step in faith to come over and tell me what she heard from God, and for me to be able to surrender those feelings of maybe being judged or worship being out of my comfort zone, God was able to step in and give me a greater relationship with Him. So that is my Bold 2019 story.